17 News at Sunrise begins with breaking news.
Right now at 6, a fast-growing brush fire burning homes in Southern California. These are live pictures of what's being called the Saddleridge fire. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Maddie Jansen.
And I'm Alex Fisher. Again, the Saddleridge fire broke out in the Sylmar and Porter Ranch areas overnight. That is just south of Santa Clarita. And right now, the fire has scorched more than 4,600 acres. And unfortunately, that number is expected to grow and change. Mandatory evacuations are underway. The fast rate of spread is being blamed on the Santa Ana winds, and for so many people in these areas who were evacuating, they just evacuated or lost their homes during the Woolsey fire back in November last year, and you remember how devastating that fire was.
Yeah, so unfortunately this is an area that is used to these fires. So overnight the winds have been very gusty in that area, and unfortunately they're only expected to get worse as we go towards sunrise. That's making it very hard on firefighters. There are several agencies working on this fire. This is the Saddleridge fire right now. This is the biggest one down in that area, causing the most problems as far as homes burned, freeways closed, evacuations. However, it's just one of several brush fires down in the Southland.
Yeah, unfortunately, and this is just, I mean, take a look at these live pictures right now of how chilling these images are. And again, this is all being blamed to those Santa Ana winds. And Maddie, you were even saying that here locally, as you were coming down from Tehachapi down to the 58 this morning, you were noticing those strong winds and those dry conditions.
I mean, I will be interested to see what Kevin has to say about the winds up in Tehachapi, because this was the windiest I've seen it, especially in the overnight times. When I was leaving this morning, yesterday we had Aton live up there, and it was super calm in the nighttime hours, and it picked up during the day. It was so gusty this morning as I was leaving my house and all the way down the 58. I was watching those big rigs, high-profile vehicles. That is something I know they're all going to be watching today.
Yeah, and you know, this is a big eye-opener, what we're seeing to the Southland for what could be a potentially an issue for even Kern County. The fire danger is extremely high for us as well. We're not out of the woods in terms of the high fire danger and also the red flag warnings, but this is such a eerie sight to see down in Southern California. And again, it's all been driven by the Santa Ana winds. We've been talking about this for the last couple of days. The forecast still calling for breezy conditions as we go throughout the day here. You can see valley portions. We'll see winds out of the northeast, 20 to 35, and then some of the mountain regions seeing gusts of 55 miles per hour, and that's why the red flag warnings are still in place. And here's a look at the watches warnings right now, and you can see there are numerous down to the Southland this morning. And as we kind of go near the area of concern, this whole area right now is still under a fire weather warning until 6 p.m. tonight. That includes Los Angeles, Ventura, Glendale, Oxnard, Santa Clarita, and Thousand Oaks area, and even areas to the south of that. So the fire danger is still extremely high for these areas, and you can see the fire weather forecast throughout the day. The good news is by late tonight, that fire weather forecast pulls back a little bit, and we expect the winds to start to calm down. So it looks like there may be some relief in sight. I want to show you the current wind map right now for this region, Porter Ranch area, San Fernando area. We've got 68 degrees right now, a northeast wind at 16. That is sustained. We've been seeing higher gusts than that, but the key to this is this. Our relative humidity in this area at 7%. That's why we call these fire weather warnings, not only because of the temperatures, the wind, but really the relative humidity. We've got this dry vegetation. So all this plays together in terms of creating these fire conditions, which we're seeing this morning down to the south. So we're going to talk much more about that in just a little bit. 49 degrees for Bakersfield right now. We have a light breeze out of the north-northwest at 7. And as we take a look at the temperatures throughout the day, we will rise into the lower 80s. Let's talk about Tehachapi. They're at 48 degrees right now. Look at the humidity, 10% with a -8 dew point, and we've got an east-southeast wind at 16 miles per hour. This is a very right condition for fire weather. That's why we have to be very diligent throughout the day here with the fire weather warning still in place for our very own Kern County mountains. And you can see the winds right now for Kern County. We do have some gusty winds over the Grapevine, and still seeing some of those winds over the 58 and into the Tehachapi area. Here's a look at the overall wind forecast for today. They will continue, but then by late afternoon and tonight, those winds will start to calm, and that'll be good news for all of us, not only in Southern California, but right here in Kern County. And temperatures throughout the day look like this for the Tehachapi area. We're expecting them to rise into the mid-60s, so a comfortable day on the temperatures. I'll have much more coming up in a little bit, but first we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Kev, thanks so much. And again, we're talking about several fast-moving brush fires that continue to burn in the Southland this morning. And the one that we've been talking about, this one in Sylmar that broke out last night, is just south of Santa Clarita along the I-5 and 210.
Okay, so first off, we talk about the I-5 and 210. Anyone who needs to head south, just a heads up to you, that is going to be very difficult this morning. So many freeways are closed down there right now. But let's take you live and tell you what we're looking at. This is the Saddleridge fire. It started last night around 9 p.m. So far, it's grown to about 4,600 acres. As you can imagine, though, it's very hard to get a count of how big this is, as they're just in the midst of trying to catch up to it and battle it overnight.
And we should talk about that number of acreage. I mean, it is 4,600 acres right now. That update came about 2 hours ago, and then 2 hours before that, it was about 1,600. So you just can imagine how fast this fire is growing because of those winds. And Kevin just talked about that relative humidity being so low. Prime fire conditions, especially for this area.
Yeah, several agencies are down there fighting it. They say as of now 0% containment, and they're fighting against those winds that are just continuing to pick up. Again, it started last night around 9 p.m., 4,600 acres so far. We know that homes have burned because we've seen the video of it. However, they're not able to get a count at this time because it's just such a fluid situation.
Yeah, we know that about 12,700 homes have been evacuated, along with 300 children housed at a juvenile hall. Again, we're talking about one of many fires that are burning right now in the Southland. This is probably going to be the biggest at this point, and it also could be the one that impacts you, us, here in Kern County, especially if you're going to the Southland at least sometime today. Right now, I mean, just look at the traffic right now, or earlier this morning. That was earlier this morning, so
yes.
That's just you can just imagine what it's going to look like as people start to get up and go to work. I know I even had plans to go to Southern California this afternoon. Those have changed because right now we know that the 5 going southbound is closed. If you were going into Southern California, the other alternate, of course, is the 14. Well, that's closed as well. So there's a lot of options that have been eliminated to getting to Southern California. Your best option right now is either taking the 5 to the 126 to go into the Ventura County area, or you can take the 33 or the 166, which will then take you to the 33 to get into Southern California as well. But again, those roads going into Ventura County.
Basically, what's going on is that they're going to be so jam-packed with anyone who wants to get down there that it's going to, it's almost not even worth trying to go one of those routes. You almost want to go completely around it if you can. 210, 405, 5. So many freeways closed down in that area because of the Saddleridge fire. All right, let's go now live now just to demonstrate how difficult it is if you are trying to get down south this morning. We've sent 17's Karen Waugh down south. She's headed right now, Karen.
Yeah, good morning, Maddie, Alex, my photographer, Mickey, and I. We are currently in the car on the Grapevine on the way to the I-5. And while I must say on the Grapevine that there is no traffic right now, we can certainly feel the winds just teetering our car back and forth. Driving even just along this road without any traffic feels very precarious right now. And now CHP is confirming, though, the I-5 is shut down both northbound and southbound in both directions between 210 and the Calgrove in the Santa Clarita area. Like you mentioned, this Saddleridge fire broke out near Sylmar late last night, shortly before 10. Like you guys mentioned, the blaze already at 4,600 acres and is currently 0% contained, according to the LA Fire Department. I just got off the phone with them to confirm these most recent numbers. They have classified this as a major emergency, which is the highest classification there is for a fire emergency. And they also just told me that several homes have already been destroyed by the fire, they also confirmed to me that their current count is that 12,700 homes, and that's more than 100,000 people have been affected by a mandatory evacuation. And they currently say that fire crews in LA and Kern County are working together to battle these flames, but certainly they'll have a much better idea once, of course, the sun comes up and there's light and they can have a better assessment of how to approach this situation. But for now, like you said, Maddie and Alex, if you are planning to be on the road to LA this weekend, today, even though there is, like I said, on the Grapevine, not any traffic right now, it is definitely proving to be a very tricky route. The I-5, again, is closed northbound and southbound, especially in that Santa Clarita area. So definitely take that into deep consideration when you're thinking about your weekend plans. Again, so without traffic, our car is teetering right now. The winds here are so heavy, so definitely.
All right, so it looks like, as you can imagine, we are...
with all the updates and a live look.
All right, thank you so much,
Karen. Thanks, Mickey. You guys drive safe.
All right, and of course, we should talk about, with them going into the Grapevine, that we could lose signal. Again, let's just recap what's going on right now, because we're dealing with the Saddleridge fire burning to our south in the Sylmar and Porter Ranch areas. The latest numbers from fire officials, they say 4,600 acres have burned. Again, they're kind of going with that number right now because, again, I've spoken to fire officials before in other fires, and they say it's so hard to even put a number out because the second you say the acreage, especially in these conditions, it's outdated.
And it's 0% contained.
Yeah.
We should note they're fighting the winds. We know that homes have burned. We don't know how many. We know that around 13,000 homes have been evacuated overnight.
Okay, so let's recap some of the road closures that really could affect you this morning, especially if you're heading into the Southland. We do know that south and northbound lanes of I-5 starting at and Highway 14. We should talk about both of these. The Cal Grove, so the I-5 north and southbound lanes at Cal Grove Road, which is just south of Santa Clarita near the Magic Mountain area, is closed at this time. And if you're wanting to take the 14 route, we were talking about that too. If you wanted to go through Tehachapi, that is going to be closed as well because of these fires.
Okay, so we've got a lot of issues going on the roads right now. Probably one of your best bets if you have to get down there is going to be the coastal route 166 to the 33. Just go around completely if you can, because down there they've closed the 405, they've closed the 210, they've closed the 5. So any alternate routes that we aren't mentioning that are still open are going to be jam-packed. I mean, and you know how jam-packed those roads get already.
And we should
it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, we should talk also about how fast this fire is growing and how unpredictable it is as well. So just know that just because we say these are the closures right now, doesn't mean that things are going to change, especially into the Ventura areas as well, because I know that even Ventura County Fire, they've been tweeting and saying, start preparing now, even if you don't see smoke, even if you don't see flames, start preparing just because of where these winds are going. And as you can see, here's a live look of this fire, and it is just raging.
All right, so we are going to continue to follow the Saddleridge fire for you. That is the biggest of 4 fires that we're watching down in the Southland this morning. And we'll have much more coming up, including your local forecast.